Good evening, fellow internet users. How are you today? Well, we have a lot of important things to discuss, but first let's introduce ourselves.
Yo, boy, Mike25, hit me up in YouTube.
And this.
So, G, I'm Infinity, YouTube.
And I'm Mark. You need to know my last name. But anywho, we have some serious issues that we think we should be talking about, because that's what smart people do, right? We talk about
think,
serious.
use our minds.
Sure, why not?
Is that what they do? I don't know.
Define smart.
Math? I don't know.
Alright.
Someone who opens
Moving
up a
forward.
book.
Speaking of math and numbers, we wanted today to talk to you all about capitalism and how we're really tired of its bullshit.
Yeah, sick of it.
So tell them how it makes you feel, Matt.
Yeah.
Tell him why you're mad, Maddie.
Why are you mad?
Tell him why you're mad.
So mad that when I saw that fucking video in class, I was just sleeping through it. It's nonsense. Nonsense. I still got an A in that class.
What's America?
American politics. Still nonsense.
It's just a dirty trick.
It is a trick. Like, you know what I
Dirty
realized?
trick.
I realized, capitalism it's like a game, right? And it's basically whoever figures out how to take the most money out of everyone's pockets wins.
I think that works for all economic systems.
Big game of Monopoly.
Well, I believe, I'm going to take this way back. I think the whole concept of money and way we believe in this whole debt is make-believe. It's non-existent. It's only real because we believe in it.
Is it?
Just like Santa Claus. Think about it.
What?
Santa Claus is not real.
Yeah,
Sorry, little kids, but Santa's not
but
real.
we create the money.
But we create the legend, the myth. We
Non-believers.
create the game. And what happens is, as long as you believe in the game, it's real to you. So they have control over you. See, it was just someone had to create a set of rules saying, okay, this is a piece of paper. It's going to be worth this much amount of gold. Think about it. And this is what happened, especially in our country. 100 years ago, they took all the gold and just gave us paper for it. That's exactly what happened.
Took my
And
gold.
and every generation loses more wealth because this is more people. We got all the gold. What's next? We'll take the silver. We'll take anything that they have,
How dare
any
they.
type of wealth.
How dare they?
And that's how they rob the
System.
wealth, because we believe in a system that just keeps on feeding the fat cat.
The bankers.
Yo,
Bankers.
those bankers, they're
Call them
fucked
whatever.
up, yo. You go $1 over your money, they'll charge you $20. Type of
35.
horseshit is that?
Well, stock markets. they're
J.P.
up and
Morgan charged me
down.
$35 for my cup of coffee, only because I only had 90 cents in my account. It's my fault, but at the same time,
I mean, they should
I'm
give
playing.
you
Why am I
some
playing the
time.
game? It's my money.
Yeah, what the?
They're even raising bridge fares.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, they're making a killing too.
Here's what it is: we're losing more jobs, we're losing our own personal property and wealth. Yet they're increasing
You know,
the
people
standard of life.
People are
That's
getting
going to
mad.
eventually. It's the same thing that happened in the revolution. They're actually driving us down to a boiler point.
People are gonna get mad.
Yo,
They
word.
really are.
People are gonna get so mad, especially.
From I don't know. It's $8 now bridge fare, I believe, or something. I might be wrong, but they're gonna raise it to 13 or so.
Oh!
That's
Well,
fucking.
this is what I see it as. This bridge fare, much as it's going to hurt the little man, it's really not that
You
important.
know how much
This is what they're
capitalism
doing. We're gonna
charges
fight
you
over
for
Brit-
this.
Listen, let me say something real quick. They're going to make us fight over bridge fare, yet the real fat cats are already laughing to the bank. They already have our wealth. So I think the real
$10
fight is really with the Fed.
$10 for this.
The real fight's with the Federal Reserve.
Yo, Federal Reserve, where they fucked it all up. They're like, oh, let's charge money to print money. That makes a whole bunch of sense, you stupid fuckheads.
Yeah, keep us in debt.
Stupid
Let's
fuckheads.
raise the debt.
It makes sense for
ceiling.
them, because we're not them.
Good job in raising the
I think
debt
I should just
ceiling.
print my own money. Would solve all my problems, right?
Well, before they really had banks and they did that, they had a barter system. Actually, people would go around and trade. They had something worth value. For instance, you were thirsty, you got a drink. And hey, listen, my people have habits of smoking. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe I'll give you 4 of these for a couple of those.
That.
You know, and that's how they
That's a good
barter.
idea. That way we can both smoke and drink.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not necessarily the systems that are necessarily wrong. Much as everyone wants See, this is what they do to us. They sit there and go, oh, well, this country has this system, fight them. This country has, they're different. Oh, they're our enemies. The truthfully is, the same players are playing on both sides. They're both friends. They both go to the same country clubs. They all go to the same schools. They know what's good for them. It's all in their best interest. It's not about us. So what they do is they create this game. We believe in it, and as much as we sit there pointing fingers at other countries, oh, they're communists or this. It's not about capitalism. See, the systems are meant to work for them.
We owe the communists so much money.
It's the people who run the gambit.
We owe the communists money.
It's the corruption that runs the gambit that really that skews our opinions. We start thinking that these things are real. It's really a bunch of people telling us what to believe. Nothing's really ours. Yeah. Not even our ideas.
Yet there's schools.
No, we don't even own our own land. You know, our land is owned by like the United Nations, isn't it?
Well, here's the idea. The idea is we used to own our land under our feet. The idea was called an allodial title. An allodial title, I think, can only be found in Texas now, if it's even there anymore. An allodial title pretty much means you're on the ground under your feet. It's yours. It's paid for.
Damn straight.
See, here in the United States now, we think we own things, but the title we own is actually real estate. We own the lot on the land. So we're still paying taxes for all this is still theirs. We're just paying them for it. This is why I believe you own your own land. Like I tell people, mortgage what? It's like unless you really need the money, there's no reason to mortgage. You better off owning the property and land. So no reason to take it from them.
Or I could take that land.
But it wouldn't even matter because they can take it to your gunpoint if they say you're doing something wrong with it. If they tell you it's not what they're doing.
Tomatoes,
they're gonna
weed on
get all the
land.
farmers out anyway.
Hell yeah! How are we supposed to eat without a farm? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
There's no more farmers.
It's all corporatism. It's all corporate. See, if it's not making them money, it's not. They're just going to destroy their whole idea.
Yeah. There's enough food.
And by them, there's many levels
enough
of them.
shelter.
So it's not government.
There's enough
many levels.
Weed and alcohol for everyone, but there's not enough money for everyone. That's the most fucked up thing about capitalism, you know. Like, what the.
And once money gets inflated to the point where the dollar is so dead, people will be selling things for so much.
And like
if you really need a water, all right, I'll sell you this for $100. I really need water.
Supply and demand, motherfucker.
Yeah, I really need water. I need soda. I really need $100. Yeah.
See, it's not the supply and demand concept is wrong. It's
survival.
It's like I said, it's the people. It's the humans. It's the people who feel like they can take advantage. It's loopholes among loopholes among loopholes. We don't know because we're not taught this. You think the wealthy go to the same schools as us? No.
They don't.
The American education.
Do you think wealthy people go to our schools? Go to public schools?
Why are other countries smarter than us? Education-wise.
Is it the fluoride in the water?
Even the education, we're in a stupefied spiral in the United States. I mean, in the 50s, we were in 40s, in the 50s, we were number one. Russia, our adversary or whatever.
At the time, it was the USSR.
It was a distant two. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we're nipping out of heels. We were kicking their ass even too. And as smart as they were, smart people. Now look at us now. We're number 22.
Look at me now.
Look at us. The United States is at 22. I don't even want to know who's number one. It's probably Japan. It's some country.
No, it's probably China.
No, it's having China. I mean, we're rebuilding.
No, you know what? It's probably Israel. Yeah.
You might be right. Those are the countries, the people.
Don't even mention Israel.
Do you know if you're born in Kuwait, you go to school for free anywhere in the world? Much as they said they want to make them look like a bunch of third world people, they're the most wealthiest people in the world. What? And they're like, it's